Yeah. I went live a minute early. Who cares? Right, what's going on? I'm plenty. I'm going to just crank the volume here a little bit. It's interesting that that actually picks up the volume change. Right. So what are we doing? We are putting down some water today. Yeah, we've got this aquatic area over here. We've got our resort pool. We've got a restaurant, which it needs finishing off. I'm digging the way it's looking. It just needs finishing off and a little nonsense on here. I don't know how I feel about these on the roof, but we'll figure that out. Then just kind of fill that bit in there, and that's this section done. Then we're going to go to our train station. Not a big deal. We can work on that. And then over here, we can put down a couple of little restaurants. We could put a little restaurant on this side, a little restaurant on that side, and just have a little coffee shop on one side or the other. We'll figure that out when we get to that point. But let's go ahead. We've got this space here, which I'm kind of digging. And I want to turn this into a pond over here. So one of the ideas was to take the ground down to the same height as the train here on this side, and then put the lake in there. So let's take a look at that and see what we end up with. Any terrain editing, demolish, terrain tools, flatten to foundation, push, or flatten to surface, chisel. Yeah, okay, flatten to foundation. Let's take this out here. So that's our start point. Let me bring the intensity and this up, otherwise it's going to take a while. And I'm going to essentially just kind of trail alongside of this train here, because I know it elevates as we go along this way. But I know it gets higher as we go that way. And we are going to backfill this a little bit as well, because there's going to be a ride here. You know what? I miss some of the I guess you could call them flat rides from Roller Coaster Tycoon. I do miss those. Sorry, the water rides that were just rides that went on water. They weren't roller coasters or anything like that. They were literally just flat rides that sat on the water. I kind of miss those. I kind of want to go around this and create a little island there. So let's come this way. Actually, we'll use that as the river. We can come back and smooth it out. Maybe what? Yeah, maybe I'll just do another little island over here. Wait. Oops. That'll work. Okay. Where was I aiming? Over here. This is what I was aiming for. Okay. So we're going to take this and we're going to meander in a river. Along here. That way we can pull off of this river as we need to. This way. Love the fact that we can do that now. And this is going to be our springs. So this is going to be, we open this up a little bit here like that. Bring that down there, bring that out that way. I kind of want to make a feature out of this, to be honest. Alright, but we'll come back to this in a minute. Well, we'll come back to this at a later date. We've got our basic pathway sorted. But we need to come down a little lower, otherwise it's going to flood the railway track. So, need to go down a bit. Take this down slightly. And we'll go that. I want it fairly deep in the center. And then shallower around the edges. What are we doing here? Oh, poke. That was the wrong tool for the job there. Let's push. Push. Looks actually very deep, doesn't it? That's better. That'll be the center. Okay. I'm just gonna do that there. Guess what it is yet? Apart from a complete bloody mess right now. Okay. That's the main depth there. take this down a little bit. About there. A bit lower, a bit lower. Meh, whoops. Natural water. That's a new one. Okay. Clear water. We're gonna go with clear, actually. Alright, I like that depth. I'm gonna go with... What? Okay, well, let me do it with the water in place. Fair enough. There. And then I'm going to smooth as much as I can. The edges here, so we get a nice transition. This is hugely interesting, isn't it? This through here is going to be open. Of course, when I'm done, this will look a lot better. We'll have rocks and stuff and kinds of things. It'll be really great. Will be. Actually, this kind of really needs to go all the way up to the edge there. No, I think about it. Again, we'll come back and smooth out a lot of this. This is the water height that we're dealing with here. And then that's the deep channel. Oh, goodness. Look at that. That's pretty special, actually. In fact, I managed to do that. Okay. So this is the channel that I dug out. There is actually the height that we're digging here, pretty much by it's off by just a tiny amount. Okay, sweet. Fizzle, smooth. What I want. Sounds like a kid eating dinner. All right. So, hopefully this will work out. It's going to need a little more tweaking as I go along. That is fantastic. And I'm also going to go back again and use the roughen tool just to kind of roughen it up and give it a little bit more texture. This side I'm going to leave alone. This side I'm just going to smell the hell out of it. Perfect. Now the impatient part of me says, why don't you just make the tool bigger and just do a massive area at the same time? Well, I mean, that would be great. However, it actually does take quite a lot of effort for the game engine to do this. So if I make the tool too big, it's going to bog down and I'll get stutters and all kinds of nonsense. Just saving myself a little bit of heartache by just being a little patient, which, you know, doesn't come naturally. I was terrible, very impatient. Yeah, I'm gonna smack that out of it. Yeah, I'm kidding. I am a wooden spoon survivor, but my mum was never that bad. Sometimes I talk like she was, but she really wasn't. She did respect our decision making. Disappointed. She certainly knew when to let us know that she was disappointed in us. It's like that much. You know, if you're ever at the end of your tether and you don't know how to deal with your child, that's one of the best lines you can throw at them. I'm just disappointed in you. And leave it at that. No punishment, no talking, nothing. I'm just disappointed. And leave it and walk away. It's devastating. I'm sure today's psychologists will be like, you can't do that. But, bollocks. Yes, you can. So actually, on that vein, I've been reading. I've never thought about, and I never did think about taking psychology in college. Or school, or anywhere, to be honest. But I do find the way that mine quite fascinating. How different people approach them differently based on how they're, not just their experiences, but how their brain functions itself. It's a terrific subject. It's great fun. Anyway, so every now and again I will get onto an online place called Psychology Today. And a lot of things that have been coming up recently are about gentle parenting and how it's actually failing. People have taken it too far. I imagine that. They've just taken the whole thing way too far, and now we've got these. We're developing these children who are emotionally crippled, and they can't think for themselves. They can't take care of themselves mentally. When they get into difficult situations, they need parental assistance or some kind of grown-up assistance in order to help them deal with their emotions that are being affected. Because the gentle parenting thing, I'm trying to remember the article I was reading and who it was, and of course I don't remember that. But this young lady wasn't, she was 40-something. Anyway, so she was saying that whilst gentle parenting and sitting down and talking to your children and making sure that they never cry. When a child cries should be dealt with, right? They should be, you should stop them from crying. And she's like, no, that's absolute nonsense. Completely wrong. Let them cry. They have to be able to comfort themselves. You can't, you're not going to be there for them all the time. So if you're there for them all the time when they're a child, they're never going to develop that ability to comfort themselves in certain situations, or in any situations. And that, of course, creates a problem where they don't know how to handle their emotions properly when they get older. And you end up with these emotional cripples. But that's the extreme case. That's where these gentle parenting types have just gone to the complete extreme. And any time their child is upset, they feel the need to step in and fix it. And that's the problem. Again, but as you know, if you're a regular to these VODs, and I'm sure some of you may or may not be, if you are, hey! No! Hi! Welcome to the idiocy and shenanigans. What was I going with that? Nope. It's gone. Oh, that's right. So the whole gentle parenting thing, and as I've mentioned many times, many streams, everything comes down to balance, right? It all comes down to balance and your ability to manage that balance properly. Life is all about balance. It always has been. If anyone tells you otherwise, they're wrong. And it's the same with the whole gentle parenting thing. You've got to reach that balance between taking care of your child's mental well-being and coddling them to the point where they become emotionally unequipped to deal with the world that they're going to be transitioning into. When Mary, my daughter, came into the world, one of the things that I wanted to make sure that she could do was soothe herself in her crib. And that was tough, I've got to say. Being a first-time parent and a child crying was really difficult. But I had to keep telling myself that if I don't do it, then I'm going to be getting up and comforting her and helping her and being there for her all the time. All the time. So, the way we did it was increments. So, when she started crying, we went in there and dealt with it. If she started crying again, then I waited like an extra minute before I went in. And it just kept expanding the time until until we didn't need to do it anymore, basically. And it was awesome too. It worked within a few weeks. Well, it wasn't actually 3 weeks. It was probably 2 weeks at most. She was to the point where if she got upset, like she woke up in the crib at night and something was going on, or not, and she was upset, she was actually quite capable of soothing herself. And it was great. Anyway, so, and then you've got these helicopter parents who think that their child should never cry. And that is the problem. As far as this article is concerned, if you don't allow them to cry, and if you don't allow them to soothe themselves and stop crying on their own, then you end up raising these people who are just completely inept at taking care of their own emotions. When they come across difficult situations, they collapse instead of dealing with them. Again, as a foster parent, no, it's difficult to not want to, or to not reach out to a child when they're in distress. But you have to let them deal with it in there. Right. Alright, so I think we've got... Oh, I need to paint the rest of this. Otherwise it's not going to match. Actually, when I come up here, let's switch it out with the sand as I go around this corner. That's compact dirt, gravel, soil debris. We don't have sand. Alright, so it's going to be compact dirt. I want that lighter kind of feel. Come back and hit this rock. Okay. Beautiful. Boink. Right, now we're going to go down this end. There's the railway track. Okay. Yeah, it's like, no, mate. No. Don't be a numpty. Oi! You were fine with that before. Oh, you know what it is? You know what's wrong? It's user error. I'm pushing the wrong button. There we go. Not so bad. This is going to need smoothing some more, and I'll do that on a later date. So, there. Right. That looks great through there, actually. So we'll just put some rockage in here, and then the railway can come out, and it's got this beautiful, like, look across there. Well, way, hello, what's... Hello, my little friend. Okay. Wait. Hello, that's just very, very large, isn't it? She said, we'll get rid of that. Ooh, hello. Ooh, shit. Oh, that's because I've got the, I've got that on 100. Okay. That's great there, my friend. Okay. Excellent. And that's not going to smooth anything because of the water edge. That's pretty cool. All right. So there, we've got that done now. Yeah, I need to smooth that out a lot. Just so it blends down nicely. Got a little bit of a slope going in there. So I'll come back and do that at a later date. We'll do some basically, I'll create steps using the tools, and then use a smooth tool and smooth the steps out, and then we'll just kind of blend into sandy, rocky terrain there. So that'll work quite nicely. Right. Okay. So what's next? Not sure, to be honest. I'm thinking a woody. I think a nice wooden roller coaster would be a nice idea. Because we've got quite a lot of space. We've got all this space over here. The only problem I have is this. That's my issue. Right. How to attack this? So I've got a path that comes around here. I'm going to just get rid of this piece of path here, because this railway track does cut off quite a lot of the park. Where's the edge? There's the edge of the park. Right. There's the edge of the park right there. Look at this here. I could actually take a little track across. So, all right. Option 1. Build an elevated platform and have the train run under. Option 1 it is, actually. So build an elevated platform and have the entrance and exit to said platform as a bridge that comes across the railway and then down and joins here. Okay. All right. So let's look at roller coasters, shall we? Create custom. What have we got? Chain lift, alternative, water, no, special, get lost. Alright. So we've got a traditional roller coaster made of wood. We've got a hybrid. Steel-topped hybrid. Because you're not going to be able to do... Ooh! We're not going to be able to do a Giga Coaster. So that's kind of the issue that I'm facing, is we definitely can't do a Giga Coaster. So I'm thinking... I could do a Woody with a double chain lift. Alright, so there's... What the hell? Chain lift. Where's the rest of them? Ah, yeah, I wouldn't. That's what I want. Jesus Christ. Alright, so there's our standard. And there's a side friction. I've never liked the side friction, to be honest. I've never done very well building tracks with those. Okay, so there's that one. There's the unthemed malice. There's the other one. Do I want to do a hybrid, or should I just do a standard woody? I might just do a standard woody because I can get away with it. Okay, so job one is to figure out how high this needs to be in order to clear the railway track, and I think that's probably fine there. That's going to be the exit. Right, so that'll be the exit. Okay, point. So there's the exit. Do I want to do a block section? I think it's just going to be a drivetrain. And we are going to just twist it that way a little bit. Do I want to do that, actually? No, I don't want to do that. Place that, and now we need the station. And then the left loading station, like that. Place that. There we go. Alright, and what I'm going to do is call this done so I can just manipulate this to where I want it. That'll do there. That'll do. Alright, so now we're going to basically edit the coaster. And we're going to start with just a normal piece of track. And down we go. Let's turn snapping off. There we go. And I need snapping on now. And there's a reason for that. Do I want to do that right there? I kind of want to send it off this way and kind of play over in this section and bring it back. So that. And then we'll straighten her out. And just go straight into our 45-degree chain lift. Okay, I need my tape measure. Oh man. stupid idea was this? Place that there. Bring that all the way back. Okay. Shit. That's not that far underground actually, so let's take that back a bit. Right, let's do a test. What are we going? 31. Oh shit, this may not be enough. Oi! Edit. Go with 12 on that. Brilliant. It's actually where I want to be. We're going to delete that, and now I want to put a break in there. Do I want to put a break in there? 21. The block section. Yeah, I'll do that. Ah, it's going straight for that tree. Well, we'll move the tree out of the way. Actually, will we? Oh, no. We'll go around a tree. Playing these trees for a little bit. Oi, get out of the way. Okay, we're probably getting low on momentum there. Right, so let's do a test and see what kind of speed we've got there. Ooh, let's adjust this actually. Should be good there. That's a block section. Let's take this and just move that just a touch. Okay, let's do another test. Come on, let's have you. I might launch it from the station a bit faster, actually. Okay, we still have quite a lot of momentum going on there, so let's go with it. I want to get another lift hill in. Let's go that way. So let's... Oh, you know what I've got to do now? I'll grab this guy. Okay. We've got 30 meters at the top there. So I want to do the same thing again. Bring it almost up to the top. Yep. 27. That's never going to make it up there. 24. That might make it. It's 22 again. It's not good there, I don't think. of speed are we going there, I wonder. Let's go to edit mode. This is 12 again. Good. All right. And then this guy. Okay, that's fine. That's that block section taken care of. Let's run another test. What the hell's the train doing there? Oh god. That's entirely the wrong spot for the train. That's okay. Well, not worry too much about it. This is going to be interesting. I've never done this before. There's some ejection time, you bastards. Fantastic. Oh, this is brilliant. Alright, port. So we were doing, what, 44 miles an hour when we came off, and we had an excitement of 10. Brilliant! We should be able to make our way back there. We could do a third lift hill. We could. Yeah, it might be a bit obscene, but we could do it. We're not going to, though. Okay, so now I need to go to edit mode. Back here. I need a little piece of track. Whoa, hold up. Take that back a bit. Entry speed, say 15. Exit speed 7. Let's bring this in nice and fast, and we're going to launch it pretty quick as well. launch it at 12 and see where we end up. Right. We've got no power, so it's not going to give me the test results, is it? Son of a bitch. So let's hit done. We're just going to go to testing and hit play. Yes, I know wooden floor isn't enough power. Why is it wooden 4? How many wooden coasters have I built already? What the heck? Wait. You can't. You're not allowed to. Let's see how dreadful this is. Who do you reckon is going to be like a 6? Maybe a 5? That's definitely some whiplash right there, isn't it? Whoa! My genius or what, man? 7. 7.2. I'll take that. I will absolutely take that. So, what's next, right? Well, we are going to adjust the number of trains. We can have 2 apparently. Wait, what? Why can't I have more than that? Ride sync, don't block the station. Oh, operation mode, block section, you idiot. 3. So we can have 3 trains riding on this track. Sweet. Maximum wait time. Don't block the station. Minimum interval. Oh, God. I'm going to take the friction down just a touch. Number of cars. Okay, 5 is a maximum. Alright, 5. That's fine. What's the maximum wait time? Let's look at the ride statistics. Tracked it. Are you kidding me? Oh, for f***'s sake. What do you reckon? 30 seconds? Let's say 30. And the maximum wait time will say 60 seconds, 1 minute. Okay. Good, that's good. All right. Basically, I think we're going to adjust this whilst it's running. We're going to close that. Guess we need to do some terrain work, don't we? Oh dear. Not too much though. It should be okay. Gonna need a nice name for this though. Oh, I did drink my tea. Oh, cool. You know what? I drank my tea, but I haven't been eating any of my snacks. So this is some pick and mix that I brought back from England. I'm kind of reluctant to finish it. My father recently died, and one of the things he was always known for was having a bag of pick and mix in his pocket. You know, he'd go to the pub and always offer some. Or if he saw one of his friend's kids in the street, also his friend, or someone he knew and he had kids with, he would do like a sweetie. So there's a bit of sentimental memory going on with this, having this pick and mix right next to it. Of course, I do like a sweetie myself. So. So there's that. That looks a bit better. And so over here. Make sure we're not clipping into the ground too badly. Most of this stream has been has been terrain work. That's great. Oh. Bit here. Let's see what else we got. Okay, we went into the ground over there. Weird here. Here we go. Just a little. Okay. Actually, it was in England. Actually, the previous time. Last October. Oh, I've still got them. Okay. Last October we were in England, and I got a couple of packets of something called fireballs, which are basically they're gumballs, but they have a really heavy cinnamon flavoring to them. They're really strong. We used to buy them after school, and they used to be like 10p for a packet of 3. And my friends and I would split and pay 5p each and get this packet of fireballs, and we would compete to see who could keep it in our mouth. For they were quite spicy. I brought some back. I meant to try them with my stepson. Guarantee he'll spit it out. But I figured it would be kind of entertaining. There's one. Lovely. There we are. I think there's one here. Yep. I like the fact that it heads right for the train. Got a lot of scenery work to do around it, but not a big deal. We'll deal with that at a later date. All right, look at that, brilliant. So that power Oh, that's that problem solved. Nah. Awesome sauce. And we have not violated our height rule, so that's good. All we've got to do now is hook it up, and oh God, all the rest of it. Fuck, that's a lot. There is a lot. Something else that I've got in my little snack tub here. There's some jelly beans. Because who doesn't like jelly beans, right? Only these jelly beans are a bit old. I bought them last year for Easter. Last Easter, basically. Actually, no, just after Easter, because they were on clearance. So I grabbed like a bunch of different packets. There's black ones, there's licorice ones, there's sour ones, there's starburst ones, there's all kinds. And I knew if I didn't mix the licorice ones in with the others, they would slowly disappear. So I got a big Ziploc bag and emptied all the different bags of jelly beans into the Ziploc and gave it a good shake. That way I know that the people in the house that hate licorice will not go near my jelly beans. And it worked, because I still have some. Nom 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 nom. Jelly beans. Right, okay. So now we need to place the entrance. Right? I can actually put the entrance over here. But I'm not going to. I'm going to put it in there. Oh, yeah. Go put it in there, actually. I'm going to place the exit basically center of the station, and I need there's a staff gate now. Oh, okay. Because the way you had to do it before was place the exit right here, because when your maintenance fellow goes to do maintenance on the ride, he uses the exit gate. And I noticed a lot of people put their exit gate down this end of the ride. So he has to walk to the exit gate. And then he does that death march down the platform all the way down to here and fixes this and does that death march very slowly all the way back again till he gets to the gate and then he's off. Dreadful. Dreadful. Hey, Jose, what's going on? I am doing great. I hope you are having a great day. Okay, so connect the entrance. I'm going to need snapping for this, aren't I? Line style straight. And some of the old angle snapping. Okay. So that takes it over there. This is a tough one. I need to figure out a regular path. Actually, the regular path can just go over there. That basically can just be stairs. That I don't care about. That's below ground level. Do I want it as stairs though? Because Hello? Does it really have to be a staff? Oh my god, it does have to specifically be a staff bath. Aha, it's pretty awesome. But that's alright, because none of my staff are going to be needing accessibility stuff. So, I can do that. Put that to there. Here's my chat visible view. Yep. Okay. So that's my staff path. That gives my staff entry to deal with the Rhine. That's that. Let's just scare the pants off ourselves. Need some smoothing. Needs a little bit of smoothing. Okay, needs a lot of smoothing. The one thing I forgot to do. That's okay. Brilliant. I'll take that. Okay, so we need to smooth this. Let me put myself a reminder down. Actually. Need smoothing. There we go. That'll remind me. Okay. Right. How do I want to approach this? So this needs some kind of theming, right? So let's open this up here. Aggressive Australian animals. What do we got? What do we have here? The box jellyfish. I don't think that really suits this, does it? Cassawaras. Australian magpie? I don't think that box jellyfish is necessarily aggressive. I don't think it goes out of its way to attack people per se. Same with the stonefish. They just lay on the floor. People step on them. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Dangerous Australian animals. What do you got? Spiders. The bare-nosed wombat. Blue bottle. Yeah, those are pretty bad. Box jelly, the Australian parasitic. Oh my god. The blue ant. Okay, that's no good to me. Is there a wiki? Maybe? Okay, there we go. Let's try this one. Australia's most dangerous animals. Killer snails. These killer snails possess a neurotoxin powerful enough to easily kill a human. What the hell? Australia has killer snails. Cassowary. Trust Australia to be owned where they can kill you. Second only in size to the ostrich, the cassowary is a man-sized bird, also common in the ostrich and the fucking hell. What on earth? The inner or second of the three toes is fitted with a long, straight, murderous nail, which can sever an arm or eviscerate an abdomen with ease. Yep. Okay, so the stonefish we know about. The funnel web. Artrax. Oh wait, it's spelled differently. The drop bear. Oh, that's good stuff, man. So, it's a joke in Australia about drop bears. Let's see. Lots of different games. I'll do. Okay, what else have we got? No, I didn't want to do that. The blue-ringed octopus. You may know this from the James Bond movie Octopussy. Yes, this is not a particularly one. A box jellyfish. Yeah, sharks. Brown snake. Ooh, actually. And then the saltwater crocodile. The brown snake, that's a good option. Okay, many people will tell you that the taipan is Australia's most dangerous. Okay, let's go with that. I'm going to go with the brown snake. Because I don't think I've got that here anywhere yet. Those trees all look the same. Why do those trees all look the same? Did I not rotate them? I did not. Oh well, never mind. I keep pressing shift to move faster across the land there. Right. How to do this, man? I think I'm gonna go with stairs with this as well. Just because it's gonna be easiest. Because I'm feeling lazy. think I'm going to bring it up to there. I'm going to use the path. Yeah, it does not like that. Hello. And that's the exit path. Like that. Okay, nice. So what we'll do is we'll theme all of this. We'll theme the building up in here. We'll theme all of this. How the hell am I going to theme that to a brown snake, though? What the hell am I thinking? We'll figure it out, though. I'm going to leave this as brown snake, but I'm going to probably change the name of it on the next stream. Come up with another name for this or something. Let's have a quick look here. Okay. Wow, Wiki. Alright, Wiki, don't let me down. Alright, often referred to as the common brown snake. No, that's what I want to hear. A species of extremely venomous snake in the family. Okay, let me get this over here. Good old Wiki for the win. Native to eastern and central Australia and southern New Guinea, was first described by Andre Marie Gabriel Barrett and the eastern brown snake. A slender bill can grow to 2 meters, 7 feet. Okay. Notice it ranges from pale brown to black. All his underside is a pale cream yellow, often with so it can range from pale brown to black, and it's got a pale creamy yellow underside. Oh, for fuck's sake. At least the Florida cottonmouth is fairly self-descriptive, right? Because when it opens its mouth to warn you, it's white like cotton, hence cottonmouth. This sounds like it could be easily confused. And the cottonmouth also, by the way, can also be referred to as the false rattler. Well, some people do anyway. Not entirely accurate. Anyway, blab, cream yellow, often with orange or grey splotches. What the Australian snake is found in most habitats except dense forest, often in farmland and the outskirts of urban areas. Such places are populated by many prey. The house mouse. Yes, because the mouse is known to be extremely aggressive, and therefore that this thing needs to be extremely venomous in order to knock it out, so it doesn't get hurt. Actually, that being said, mice and rats can actually cause a lot of damage to snakes if snakes are not quick to take them down. I did not realize this until I, for a short period of time, had a python. And I was reading about it, and it says, if you really want to make your python happy, every now and again give it some live food, but don't give it things like mice and rats, because they can cause a lot of damage to these things in the ensuing struggle to not become dinner. Odd that, isn't it? Anyway, the species of the National Union of Nature classifies a snake as the least concerned species, although its status in New Guinea is unclear. So it is common. Considered the second most venomous land snake. after the inland taipan. Based on its LD50 value, the subcutaneous and mice, the side effects of the venom are on the circulatory system. It causes hemorrhaging, vascular collapse, cardiac arrest. One of the main components of the venom is a complex which breaks down. Okay. I wonder if there are any nicknames for the brown snake in Australia. Brown snake nicknames. Brown snake, depending on the species and geographic origin in Australia, the term often refers to a venomous snake of the genus, including the eastern brown snake, North American. Brown snake typically refers to non-venomous species. Okay. So it doesn't actually have a nickname either. It's just a brown snake. Well, balls. Maybe we'll have to come up with another name. Is I would like to theme it in some way. What about... I'll have to think about it. This is a problem I'm having with this now, is coming up with names for rides, slides and things. It's becoming a little bit problematic. I don't... Yeah, you know what? I don't think I want to go with brown snake for this, because it's a bit generic. And if I was going to use the name Taipan, I think I would want a really high speed, dangerous coaster. I know. Apparently there's quite a few closed rowers. Okay. Okay, no, that's... I want a list. Is there a list? Old railway lines. There we go. Look at that. The Morgan Railway Line. The Roseworthy Peterborough. The Balhan to Mount Pleasant. The Old Montaro to Sedan. Baros Valley. Clare Valley. Family Bridge. I'm going to have to come up with a name for this. If anyone comes up with a fairly interesting name for this roller coaster that's got two heads, right? We've got... That's our first head there. That's our second head there, right? If you come up with a name, drop it in the description below or in the comments. I need a decent name for this. I'm going to have to try and think of one tomorrow, but I need a decent name for that. I might take this out just a little bit further, because I feel like this is going to be a little bit more popular, and it's gonna... the line is going to move a lot quicker than that. Oi. Okay, well, that's a little too long. I've been accused of that. Oh, boom. Gosh darn it. You suck. Alright, let's just take all this back here. Oh, that's why I've got it on curve. Oh, for flip's sake, you bonehead. Well, like, why is this doing that? There we go. That's better. Okay, I like that a bit better now. And we'll put that inside a building, and we'll put this in a building. Actually, I think I need to get rid of it out there. That's where you need to come back to. And there's no reason why I couldn't bring this up this way and have a long feedback. Anyway, we'll think about that. So I need to come up with a name that I can use that can generate a theme that I can use to create the platform building. Oh Lord. I could just do drop bear actually. I could just do the drop bear. No. I'll think about it. As you can tell, my brain's a bit melted. This year has been a bit bonkers, and it continues. And today has been a day as well. We're pushing out a required Windows update to everybody. So anyone who isn't on Windows 11 already. Oh, sorry, everyone who's on Windows 11 already is getting a minor update to the latest standard build. And then anyone else who's on Windows 10 is being forcibly updated to Windows 11 with that update, just to be in line with security. And yeah, so it's been interesting. We've got I've spoken to quite a few people who are not particularly happy. But yeah, what can you do, right? Anyway, so that's it from me for the moment. I'm guessing that train's going that way. I forgot to unblock this piece of track here, because he should just be going between those two. Yeah, okay, let me edit the track. Go to edit mode. And we'll take that and just delete that piece of track and call it done. There we are. Alright. That should stop that nonsense. Right, so that train should now just shuttle between these two. Right, that's it. Save. I'm going to do some research, figure out what I can do with that roller coaster, see what I can call it. But for the moment, that's it from me. Thanks for hanging out. It's much appreciated. I hope you all have a... what is tomorrow? Friday. Hope you'll have... Oh my god. Hope you'll have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend. I might try and squeeze in a stream over the weekend for a new game called Survival Engine. It's pretty cool. But we'll if we can, we'll look at it over the weekend. But let me... actually, I pushed the button. Jolly good. That's what it's there for. It's an outro. You don't have to stand here with nothing happening on the screen and waffle like a moron. You've got an outro. Use it. Anyway, like I said, tomorrow's Friday, so I hope you'll have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend. I'm going to try and stream some Survival Engine over the weekend if I can. There may be some Lego streams coming up too, and I've got a couple of other projects on the go. I've got my Enterprise E that I am going to paint and light and put together, so there's videos coming up for that. And also I'm building a steam, well, it's not steam, it's electric, but it's an outdoor garden railway. So keep your eyes open on my YouTube channel for stuff about that as well. But for the minute, thanks for hanging out, it's much appreciated. I'm going to go get a cup of tea.